but we are in this class to develop the overall aspects that are in our surroundings. Okay, that should be developed, and we should become a person with a good personality in the society, where the people would really appreciate you with your impressive body language, your way of talking, your way of using English grammar, your way of using small sentences, everyday sentences that we always speak to our family members or friends or other places, at other places, right? So these things are to be developed in this class. I don't think that the much introduction is needed there for this class, because already we were there in the class for a month or two. Okay, so I don't think that you have need to go through again the introduction of it. Okay, now beta, in this class I have brought something, some new strategy. See, whenever we say that we have to improve our English language, sorry, the personality, we have to improve your body language, how would it become, means how would it come to you? Okay, or how would you bring it into yourself, isn't it? uh, Before going for that, I would request you all to please turn on your video so that everyone would be visible, because it is a personality development class. So I think there everyone should be visible. Okay, everyone should be visible, and keep your camera proper. Riyansh, sit properly. You are in personality development class. Why your camera is down?
I'm on an iPad.
Oh, you're using iPad. Okay, most of the students are using iPad. Okay. There is no need to hide your face, like, okay. Is it your habit or what? Or you're doing, so improve your habit. Okay. Yeah, your smile is very nice. So let us understand first what you should do before going to develop your personality. Many of the minds are there would be thinking that the person who is teaching personality development, so his physique should be strong, like his hair should be, means like a person who speaks or who teaches personality development, he himself should be a good personality, right? Isn't it? Is it expected?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I'm not asking you to analyze me, okay, but still don't keep anything else in mind, that sir is looking like that, or this or that. It means personality is not there, physical is not there. Okay, this is not the matter at all. Whenever we learn these things, a person's physique does not matter that much, but it matters how do you impress others with that rest personality with you. Okay, have you got it? It does not mean that you must have a just fair skin, good looking face. Okay, long hair, sorry, good attire. Yes, attire matters in matter of public presentation. Okay, whenever we are there in public, so the presentation there must be very impressive. Okay, it matters to have the body language, the proper body language, gesture, posture. Okay, your walking way, talking way, lots of things are there that are very, very important to be improved. Okay, but before all this, your language must be good. You must be able to have a good language and with the good vocabulary. Okay, so for that I have brought some important topics, important things for you that you should go through and you should try to imply those things in yourself. Okay, the matter of language the matter of language, where language is, where there is a language that is impressive, the people who are listening to you, they would just means just they would be just appraise you. Okay, they would ask you that from where did you learn all these things, where did you means find all those things to impress the people. Okay, Rians, if you have to talk to someone, please talk once. Okay, and after that you join the class. Okay, beta, so let us go for that. Let me share the screen with you.
Sir, when will the class start and end? When did the class start and when will it end?
Just before some time, just before some time. Okay, look at here, this file is loading there, and through this we are going to study today. Okay, see here what we are going to study today in the part of personality development. We are going to study that the strategies for what, to make acquisition of English an easy task. First of all, the language, whatever the language you are using, you must be prompt at that, right? At that language, particular language you are using. I'm not asking you to only to speak English or just present yourself with English, okay? But you may use any language in your area, in your locality, which language is prevail there. You may use that, okay? But before that, globally, if we are talking, so English is a universal language where it is used, isn't it? Instead of that, no other languages or no other language works there. Okay, so how can you acquire all these? The strategies you will follow after this lecture, okay, you will see the drastic changes in you. Let us understand. So what is here? In order to learn good English speaking, one must lay a lot of emphasis on grammar. What is important? Most important thing is grammar, isn't it? What is important? Grammar is very, very important. As grammar makes it easy to deliver the things of any time, isn't it? As grammar or the sentences which are used in our daily life, they refer to some time. And in that, how to implement the grammar, how to use the proper grammar, it matters. Okay. So to improve your language, it is very, very necessary or compulsory or crucial, I'll say, to emphasize upon grammar. Building sentences without any grammatical errors is very, very important. Without any grammatical errors. But in the vogue of speaking, many of the people you might have seen, they do not use proper grammar. So it may be considered there. But while writing, it is not considered. Okay. You have to write with proper correct grammatical sentences. Okay, you have to use the proper sentences, proper grammar sentences. Understood? Otherwise, your writing is not good. This would be considered. Okay, but we are here talking about personality development in that as well. Speaking is very important, isn't it? So in that case, errorless grammar is needed, is accepted. Understood? So it is necessary to speak the language correctly in order to have a good command over it, as suggested in the following lines which are given here. Okay, after this slide they are given. It is very important to have the good command over the language you are speaking. The language you are speaking, your body language, with your body language, your spoken language is also observed. People observe you. People would observe you. People will ask you, or people will even critique you. Okay, they would become critic or critical while you are speaking. They would say, no, this sentence would not have been spoken like this or that. Okay, in that case, it is our responsibility to have the correct grammar or perfect grammar. Have you got? Okay, so to learn English as language is different from speaking it. The speaking ability comes with practice, and that what lacks in us most of the times we do not practice it. As you might have heard the proverb, practice makes man perfect. Practice makes man perfect. In any sphere or at any sphere, this proverb is correct. Have you got it?
Yes, sir.
Beta, you have to respond. Huh?
Yes, sir.
Don't sit idle there.
Yes,
As
sir.
it is not the class where I am explaining any subject. It is the class where it is a two-way communication, as it is the personality development class. And I ask you all to just keep your videos on, but still your videos are off. Why am I asking you to keep your videos on? There is a reason behind it. Okay, but you're not understanding. Please keep your videos on there. Okay, so until you are practice anything, not only grammar, but in any field of life. Okay, practice is very, very important. Are you getting, Ritvik?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, because what practice would do, practice would make you to commit the mistakes, isn't it? One thing you tell me, is there any person on this planet who has not committed any mistake till now?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Everyone commits mistake, right? Everyone. And through that mistake, the person learns, the people learn, and that should be the nature of the human being, that from your mistakes you must learn something. That is what happened with language as well. Once the sentence would incorrect, second time it would incorrect, third time it would, but fourth time, fifth time, it would not go wrong. You would learn that this sentence or this situation is to be explained in this way, or by using these words, okay, or by using this vocabulary and using this body language, isn't it? So personality development includes your spoken language as well, where you are speaking that spoken language, that the language you are speaking, that is heard by everyone. Understood? Are you getting my point? Are
Yes,
you
sir.
getting my point? Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now let us understand what those points are, where you have to emphasize upon, okay? One must keep these points in mind while learning English language. See, English is a language. In fact, it is a language where it is very simple from other languages. Why did I tell this, or why did I say this? Because you have to write the language without any punctuation marks there. Only you have to use full stop or comma or hyphen. Okay, you know, like you have to write something in Hindi. What would you write? मैं जा रहा हूँ. So many punctuations I have to use, like, isn't it? These things. But if I say it in English, so I am going. That's all. It is very easy to write as well, isn't it? It is very easy to write as well. So it is very simple language to learn. So these points, whatever we are going to discuss here, Riyansh, you are not paying your attention here. Is there any problem? Yes, I think.
No, sir.
1 second. Hello. Sorry for the inconvenience.
Yes, sir.
Now see, let us come to the points now. Whatever you do, love it. Whatever you do, whatever the work you are doing. If you are studying, love it. If you are eating, love it. If you are going on a trip, love it. Until you are accepting the things, those things would not come to you. It means you have to love the language in order to learn it. Have you ever means played with a small kid?
Yes,
Small
sir.
kid who is a
Yes, sir.
toddler, okay, who is crippling, okay,
Yes, sir.
crawling there, right? That kid, why that kid come to you? Because you go to that level, you start to play with it, with that kid, isn't it? Whether it is a boy or a girl, isn't it? So until you are loving that person or that kid would not respond you in the same way, isn't it? The same thing happens with the language. If you are loving it, if you start to love it, that language definitely would be your strength. It would become the strength. Okay, love the things which you do, whatever you do. Have you got it? Second point is, think in English, because if one thinks in one's mother tongue and then translate it, it will hinder and learning process. Hinder the learning process. What is mean by hinder?
Sir, it will be difficult.
Huh?
Difficulty, it will be difficult.
Difficulties, yes. Problems. See, if I want to teach you Urdu, if I want to teach you Telugu, so in which language shall I tell you or shall I teach you?
In English only, sir.
Huh?
Like, sir,
Sir, in the respective language.
In the
here
respective language I
sir,
should.
but if we don't know the language, we'll just say the words.
I would have to then translate it.
Yes. So
I would
we
have
would
not
actually
to
use
teach
English
you
to
in
learn
that
it.
language. I would just take help of another language with which you are familiar. Okay, that language will just help you to translate it, that this word or this sentence is being used like this. But once you are thinking English in your mother tongue first, and after you are speaking, you are translating your mother tongue sentence into English. So that goes wrong. So think always the things in English. Okay, whether you are walking, talking, sitting, asking, telling, whatever you are doing, just tell in English, just ask in English. Okay, even if sometimes we are, means what happens, we are human being ultimately, right? We start to speak with ourselves. Do you have this experience with you? We start to speak with us. Suppose you are getting late, so you will speak to yourself. Oh, what did I do and all. What did I, why did I spend this much time at home, and now I'm getting late and all. Okay, such kind of things you, so all these small things. If you are going to take water or fetch water there in the kitchen, if you are thirsty and going there, so just say yourself that, oh, I'm thirsty, I have to go to kitchen and I have to drink water. Have you got? Yes. So
Yes,
these
sir.
small sentences will make a
Yes.
big difference in your personality. Have you got it? I would tell you the sentences as well, which we use daily. Okay. I have a lot of sentences to give you, or you, for you all. Okay. You would use those sentences in your daily basis. Sorry, at the daily basis, you would become prompt in it. Understood? Most of the times, or sorry, most of the students who are sitting here, they are familiar with English, and they also use that language at home and at other places as well. But the proper way of talking or proper way of using those sentences are vital. So whatever the language you are using or you are learning, think in it, think that language. Okay, and if you are translating it, so it will become a hinder. Okay, hinder in your way. Third thing is, must converse in English as it will boost up the confidence. I, before, means when this class was started, I told you that you would commit mistake for once, twice, thrice, but at other times that mistake would not be committed again. That would not be repeated again. Are you getting the point? Isn't it? So
Yes,
converse.
sir.
Even if you do not know anything, just converse. Just speak. Once you're making a mistake, so I am there. So other people would be there who know English. Okay. And they would help you out better. This sentence should be spoken in this way. Okay. Or this word should be used over there. So confidently you have to use. You also know, I also know that there are full chances to commit the mistakes, isn't it? But if you are afraid of those mistakes, so you would never learn anything. Understood? So English speaking practice builds confidence and gives ability to respond instantly in a live conversation, in an interview or a group discussion, whenever you are in such a situation. So practice, the language practice, the English language practice makes you very confident at that time. Eye contact, sitting, just posture. Okay, such things are also taught in that. Even your way of talking, way of using the words, new vocabulary, that would make the another person who is listening or interviewed, okay, that person would be impressed with that. Fourth point that we are going to discuss here is, spend time in hearing the other how others speak English. Spend time in the sense, you do not need to sit in front of laptop, TV, or any other gadget. Okay, you need to listen to those people who speak English. You need to listen to the new channels which are running in English language. They deliver their news in English. Understood? What will happen? Initial basis, you would not be able to understand a single sentence what they are speaking. But by the time, if you are listening to them every day, by the time you would become prompt, understanding their language, their body language, their lips, their lip syncs, okay, the lip sync and their way of molding their mouth, face, okay, all these things you would learn, and that would make a drastic change, or that would bring a drastic change in you. See, English movies, it is written see, it should be watch, okay, watch English movies, English shows, okay, listen to English news and sports commentaries. It will help in improving the pronunciation and speaking skills. Okay, speaking skills, pronunciation. Most of the people pronounce this pronunciation in the wrong way. They say just like pronunciation. Most of the people I just listen to them speaking this word like pronunciation. The word pronunciation itself is pronounced in a wrong way. So how can other words be learned properly? Isn't it? So whenever we are pronouncing any word, its pronunciation must be good, okay, or correct. Fifth point is interact with people who are good and fluent in language. You have to speak with them. You have to speak with them who are very prompt at that. Understood? One should take English learning as fun, and in case one has joined a language learning course, one should enjoy it fully and learn it with a positive attitude. See, it is very, very important point for you all. Today, you are joining this class for the first time. It does not mean that you did not learn anything else. We know that on the initial basis, anything you will find boring. Most of the students are having these problems. This problem. Which problem? They find the class very boring. Oh, what is going on? Why am I sitting here? Beta, but as soon as with the passage of time you are grooming with the class, you would become prompt at that whatever you are learning. It does not means everything that whatever you are doing, that should be with a positive attitude. You must not think that no, nothing can be done or nothing can be learned from here, okay, but everything you can learn, everything you can learn from here if you are having a positive attitude, you are enjoying it. See, initially I told you that this is not a one-way communication, isn't it? And that is why I made you all to turn on your video. I would not talk to the screen only, I would talk to you all, you would talk to me, isn't it? That is very
Yes.
And always keep your face smiling. Don't sit like we are looking there, we are looking there, we are talking to a person who is coming to us. Okay, someone is coming, mom is coming and asking, beta, would you like to have something? Oh my god, I'm attending the class and my mother is asking me this right now, as my mother knows that he is engaged with the class, isn't it? So that should not happen. That is what the hindrance. Okay, that is what the hindrance. Okay, difficulty, problem it comes. Okay, your mother is not a problem. Okay, don't take it otherwise. I am just telling you that whatever they're asking, whatever she asked you at that time, that is a problem, not your mother is a problem. Okay, otherwise you will tell your mother that sir was telling us that your mother is a problem. No, no, no. Your mother is not a problem. Okay, that is her care, okay, that she takes of you, isn't it? So let us go to other point, or another point, that is 7th point. Okay, 7th point is telling you learn about the cultural background in order to learn the language skills. Now what kind of cultural language, oh sorry, cultural background? See, we are living in a secular country and in a diverse country where you will find a lot of people with a lot of languages. Do you know there are near about 1600 plus languages existing in India? How many languages are there? 1600 plus languages.
About 70
There
languages.
are only 22 recognized languages by the Constitution. How many languages are recognized by the Constitution? Only 22. And other languages, those which are used by Indians, those languages are called dialects. They are called as dialects. Okay, these dialects. Now,
No.
the proper language, 22 languages which are used in India or recognized by the Indian Constitution, they may be used as official languages into the respective places or at the respective places. Okay, but while speaking about English, English is a universal language which is used in almost all the offices, isn't it? Because it is accepted by everyone. As you do not belong to Sindhi community and someone is speaking to you in Sindhi, would you able to understand anything else? Even
No,
if
sir.
that person is abusing you in that language, so you would just smile at that person. Isn't it? Because he knows that what he is doing, but you do not know that what is speaking about you, right? In this Aditya,
Yes, sir.
yeah. Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Please be attentive. You joined the class late. Why?
Sir, actually, I didn't know that this class was going, sir. My father just suddenly kept me at this meeting, sir.
Okay, the link was sent to you by your father.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, no issue. Okay.
Yes.
The class is recorded. Means this class is in the process of recording. So that class would be uploaded there. You can do that. You can.
In the
What-
Wise app, right, sir? In
Yeah.
the Wise app.
We need to learn not only about the cultural background, but also the manners, social skills, and public speaking. See, public speaking is something where you are representing yourself in front of many people. In front of many, means you are presenting yourself, your nature, your learnings. Okay, you are going to represent in front of many people. So it is not only to learn the cultural language, but the skills, the etiquettes you have to learn, you have to understand. Etiquettes means manners. Okay, social skills, as you interact with many people in your surrounding. Yes, Aditya, is there any problem?
Yes, sir. But I have a doubt, sir. But when I speak in public with many more people than more than 10 people, I kind of feel like shy, sir, because I would just think about myself that if I commit any mistake in the English language, the people will think about me like
They would laugh at you, right? This is everyone's problem, Aditya. This is everyone's problem, and this attitude every person before going
I'm not sure that
before
if I
going
know
to
correct
present
English or
himself
not,
in
sir.
front of many people. This is the attitude of every person, that people, what would people say, and that is what we have to remove from your mind. What people would say, they are also ultimately human beings. They also would make the mistakes, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Do not have to stop. Like, if they are alligating us, if they are fingering out us, okay, it does not mean that our personality would not be improved. We can improve our personality from them also. Okay, as everything, if suppose any critical thing is coming to you, just try to learn from it.
Yes, sir.
As public speaker, you might have seen many of the motivational speakers, they speak in front of
So many
thousands
people.
at once, isn't it? How did they become like famous? First of, they somewhere they had started something, like they started to go to small stages first. They did not go directly to the big proportion of the people. Okay,
Yes.
big crowd there, and they are speaking there. even though they have become the motivational speakers and the speakers who are now able to speak in front of 10,000 people at once, they did not become that kind of person at once, because Rome doesn't build in a day. Have you heard this proverb?
No, sir.
Yes, sir.
Rome
No, sir.
Rome
doesn't build
built
in a,
in a day.
what does it mean? Because Rome is a city where the antique buildings are built over there. And whenever something good is to be come out, that takes a lot of time to be sharpened, isn't it? So that is what happened with language. Language doesn't come at once. Okay, it is not a dream like it would just come true within night, isn't it? Overnight you cannot learn anything. You have to keep practice upon it. Just I told that if you have to even fetch a water from the kitchen, just speak to yourself. So I have to take water, I have to drink water, I have to go there, and like, okay, such sentences, such small sentences, if you are using every day, so the language would become very easy for you. Understood? What is the ninth point? Ninth point is something one needs to observe the people speaking the language and see how they interact and behave, so that one can know better ways of communicating and behaving. One can know means you can know. Understood? You have to, observation is very, very important thing. Observation. The people, most of the people, most of the leaders, they give their interviews. The people who just take the interviews of other people, they, the way of their asking question, the way of giving answers, okay, communication way, their body language, when they just use their body, like they are waving their hands, they are using their head, they are interacting the person, they are just making the eye contact, okay, lots of things are there which are to be learned. Okay, the 10th point is focus on the mechanism or mechanics of the language. What are the mechanics? Mechanics are these: grammar is a mechanic, conjugation and sentence structure. Conjugation, somewhere you will not be able to speak the sentence grammatically correct, but you have to use the language properly. This makes one aware of the ways it can be structured and manipulated. It can be structured and manipulated. The ways it can be structured and manipulated. In the sense, the language you are using or you are speaking, that should be structured. That should be manipulated in the sense, over the time, you must know that how to blend the language, how to blend the language, how to mix up the language. Have you got with the importance of the language? This is
Yes,
what
sir.
we are going to study in the
Yes,
next
sir.
lectures. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So till this, we are now concluding with the class. Okay. I know that the means there are 15 minutes to be left to be over the class, but due to some work, I have to stop here. Okay. I would write back to you, in the sense day after tomorrow. On 4th, I will be back to you. Got it?
Sir, I have a doubt, sir. What is the
Yes.
meaning of mechanics?
Mechanics, the tools. Mechanics means the tools
The
which
tools.
are used to improve the language. See, tools are very important in all the sectors. Even the carpenter uses his tools and just prepare the furniture, isn't it? So that if you have to improve your language, so these tools you have to use, like grammar, sentence structure, okay, their way of speaking. Got it? Have you got, Aditya?
Yes, sir. After this, I'll watch the how the English is born, sir. Because in the point they said to watch and all that.
I
And
would recommend you watch the new channels like Times Now, okay, Republic Bharat. Lots of channels are available there.
sir, I
Even
usually
if you
watch
are fond of
India's Got Talented.
cricket, so you may go for commentary, okay. So just listen to them, just watch
Yes.
them. How do they use the language? Okay. So upon this, day after tomorrow, we are going to start with the sentences, small sentences. Okay. Those are very important while improving our language. Thank you so much for joining the class. We'll meet on Wednesday.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much. Riaz, bye-bye. Good night. Have a nice time. Ritvik and all.
Bye, sir. Good night, sir.
Bye, sir. Good night.